Resume. Hero movement. Melee combat button. Extendable selected melody 2 of 7 use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather iron selected melody 3 of 3 use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone up directional button send yes to team down directional button. Gather iron. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button MA. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button place marker defend.
The skeletons seem uneasy. I think they sense trouble.
MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend at Thespliton Homes. Triangle button place marker defend. Gather iron up directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think ask to build. Gather iron up directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think ask to build. Gather iron. Gather iron up directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think ask to build. Gather iron. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend at Thespliton Homestead. Triangle button place marker defend.
I'm sure the creepers will be excited to see you.
132.
Hopefully not
Let's
too
defend
excited,
at
mind you.
Reaper Homestead. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button place marker defend. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle. World map. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. MAHMOUDM 1. Triangle.
Remember to build
World
defenses.
map.
Otherwise,
Triangle
this
button
village won't be
place
able to withstand attacks.
World map. Triangle button place marker defend. World map. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. Gather iron. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. World map. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to gather iron. Improvement. Gather diamond selected melody 3 of 5, use L1 R1 to navigate. World map. Triangle button place marker MAHMOUDM 132. Triangle button place marker defend. Gather iron selected melody 3 of 3, use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron.
Hey, that looks familiar.
This is one of my old lightning rod experiments. Ooh, I don't think they should be doing that.
I remember we had a terrible problem with forest fires until you built these towers to catch all the lightning from the sky.
Yeah. I never decided what to do with all that energy.
Looks like you have your answer knowledge.
The Elays can help you take that tower with you if you want, and there are even more of them scattered all around the overworld. Come back to the well and I'll teach you how.
Gather wood selected melody 1 of 3, use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone selected melody 2 of 3, use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather wood selected melody 1 of 3, use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone.
The Allays are eager to help. They'll fill these chests with things that'll aid you in battle. So many creepers ready to help.
Their home has escaped the piglins' notice for now. Let's hope it remains that way.
World map. Track. World map.
I'm sure the creepers will be excited to see you. Hopefully not too excited, mind you.
Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron. World map.
I'm sure the creepers will be excited to see you. Hopefully not too excited, mind you.
MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend at Thackeray for Homestead. Triangle button, place marker, defend. MAHMOUDM 132. Triangle button, place marker, defend. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Well house up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Masonry up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Well house up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think well house. World map. Triangle button, play. Well house up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Well house. Resourcing hotbar selected, use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Gather iron selected, melody free up, reuse L1R1 to navigate. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone. World map. Triangle button, place marker, defend. MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend at Thistleton Homestead. Triangle button, place marker, defend. Triangle button, place
The
marker, defend.
skeletons seem uneasy. I think they sense trouble.
MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend at Thistleton Homestead. Triangle button, place marker, defend. Triangle button, place marker, defend. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button place marker defend. MAHMOUDM1 Triangle button place marker defend. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think
What
I will build right
was that?
directional button.
Something
think ask
wicked.
to build.
The piglins
Gather
are on
iron.
the move. The piglin's hunger grows with the approaching dark.
World map.
Be prepared for anything when the sun sets. A village is under attack.
Which one? Where?
Check your map. They're going to need your help.
World map. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle MA. Improvement. Gather time and select the melody free other use well on our want to navigate. World map. Triangle button place marker defense. Gather iron selected melody free of free use well on our want to navigate. Gather iron. World map. World map. MAHMOUDM 132. Triangle bottom place marker defense.
It's the piglins!
Hurry, the villagers need your help right now!
The villagers still suffer because of the piglins. Every new...
Remember the different ways you can use your banner. It can give you a whole new perspective on the fight. You have to see a village defense through to prove your friendship with the witches.
Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, I will build left directional button, think ask to build, carpenter hot.
Haha, that'll teach them a lesson. The villagers will gather up resources over time. Check back later.
Carpenter hot up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build, carpenter hot. Carpenter hot up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build, gather wood. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood.
Forsyth? You look troubled.
The piglins have set their sights on another village. They will come tonight.
World map. Triangle button place marker defense. Triangle button place marker defense. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood. Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood. World. Triangle. Blank golem spawner selected melody 1 of 4 use L1R1 to navigate. Village hotbar selected use up directional button down directional button left directional button to change improvement. Gather iron selected melody 1 of 8 use L1R1 to navigate. Improvement, flames of creation. Improvement, cure netherrack off directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Improvement, cure netherrack off directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. World map. Triangle button place mark. Improvement. Cure netherrack off directional button, send yes to
The
team
LAs
down
can
directional
cure our land of
button,
this
send no to
nether
team left
infection.
directional
They just
button,
need the
think
right
I will build right
inspiration.
directional
And now that
button, think
inspiration is
ask
just
to
a few
build.
notes away.
Improvement. Cure netherrack. Improvement. Cure netherrack off directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Improvement. Gather diamond off directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Resourcing hotbar selected, use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Gather iron selected, melody 3 of 4 use L1R1 to navigate. Gather iron selected, melody 3 of 4 use L1R1 to navigate. Cure netherrack selected, melody 4 of 4 use L1R1 to navigate. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button place marker defend.
The skeletons seem uneasy. I think they sense trouble.
MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend at Thespleton Homestead. Triangle button place marker defend.
This village will
Triangle
need your
button
help
place
tonight.
Marker defend. MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend.
The
at
zombies have been
zombie
buzzing with
homestead.
excitement since
Triangle
ridding the
button
overworld
place
of
marker
that dark
defend.
piglin magic.
Triangle button place marker defend. World map. Triangle button place marker defend. Kill another off directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left. Kill another selected melody for off world map. Gather iron selected melody 3 up or use L1R1 to navigate. Gather wood. Gather wood up directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think ask to build. Gather wood. World map. Gather wood up directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think ask to build. Gather wood. Gather stone selected melody 2 up or use L1R1 to navigate. Kill another act selected melody 4 up or use L1R1 to navigate. Kill another act up directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think ask to build. Kill another act.
The zombies are glad to be back to their flower, but they're still ready to help.
There'll be a strong wall for you against the next piglin attack.
Kill another act up directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think. Kill another act world map.
The zombies have been buzzing with excitement since ridding the overworld of that dark piglin magic.
The skeletons seem uneasy. I think they sense trouble. The skeletons seem uneasy. I think they sense trouble.
MAHMOUDM 132. Let's defend at Thespleton Homestead. Triangle button place marker defend. 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 Triangle button MAHMOUDM 132. Triangle button place marker defend. Kill another act off direct. Kill another act world. Triangle button place marker defend. Kill another act off directional button send yes to team down directional button send no to team left directional button think I will build right directional button think ask to build. Kill another act. World map. Try. World map. World map. Cure another act of directional button. Cure another act. World map. World map. World map.
Try removing some of that awful netherrack.
The Horde of the Hunt is always on the move and have very little use for defenses. Be ready for their relentless attacks. I think it is safe to say you have the Horde's attention.
They're not giving up yet.
M.
The sun is setting. That means the piglins will be at their worst. Keep an eye on the villagers.
World map. Triangle.
Good. The skeleton's home is still safe.
The piglins don't dare attack here. They've had their fill of arrows for now.
World map.
The witches are defending their village, but they could use your help.
Direction will button send yes to team down direction will button send no to team left direction will button think I will build right direction will button think ask to build kill another right toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected use up direction will button down direction will button left direction will button right direction will button
Protect the fountain. It's everything to the
selected,
villagers.
3 of 6 use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected use down direction will button left direction will button left direction will button to change kill another right selected melody 4 of 4 use L1 R1 to navigate.
That fountain is looking pretty rough. Don't let the piglins damage it anymore. The piglins won the last battle here. Next time you should join the witches in defending their homes. Remember that the Mossy Golems will heal you and your friends if you get injured in battle.
World map. Triangle button place marker defend.
This village was ruined by the piglin
MAHMOD.
attack in the night. They could use some help rebuilding their fountain.
Gather iron selected melody 3 of 4 use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather with selected world map. Triangle button place marker. World map. Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone selected melody 2 up for use L1 R1 to navigate. Cobblestone golem spawner up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Cobblestone golem spawner. Mossy golem spawner selected melody 3 up for use L1 R1 to navigate. Plank golem spawner. World map. World map. MAHMOUDM 130. Triangle button place marker defend. Triangle button place marker defend. Plank golem spawner up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron. World map. Triangle button place MA. Triangle button place marker defend. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron selected melody 3 up for use L1 R1 to navigate.
never take the sun for granted again.
Better check out your map to see what kind of damage the piglins did last night.
Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build, gather iron. Summons hop are selected, use up directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change flank golem spawner selected, melody 1 out or use L1 R1 to navigate. Cobblestone golem spawner.
Remember, you'll need to swap units if you want to call new ones to fight.